Michael, what up, brother? EB123. Bob White, roll the corn. Now, love y'all done been in love with you. Today, just gonna go through some books, man. I'm gonna go through some books I've been going through and kind of decipher through it a little bit. And we're gonna look at some fake Indian chiefs. We're gonna look at some fake Indian chiefs today and kind of show you where this Native American and French and Native American and Spanish Indian chief shit come from. I'm gonna show y'all some of that today because I think we need a good laugh. But I was watching a video when this fake Indian chief of the Creek Indians took his fake tribe up there to meet John F. Kennedy, right? They went to meet John F. Kennedy, the president, the one that got assassinated. John F. Kennedy said, I never met an Indian with blue eyes. John F. Kennedy told the man, I never met an Indian with blue eyes. Guess what he said? This is the first time for everything, Mr. President Kennedy. You hunter-gatherer. I never met an Indian with blue eyes. Roll. Blue eyes. Roll the corn. Me neither. Me neither, John F. Kennedy. Me neither. Me neither. Me neither. Let's go here. Right? This book is going to astound people. Michael Zuckerman, University of Pennsylvania. Few realize that some of the oldest, largest, and most complex structures of ancient archaeology were built on earth, clay, and stone.
Great.
Earth, clay, and stone, right here in America. Few people realize the oldest monuments are built in earth, clay, and stone, right here in America. In the Ohio and Mississippi Valley, from 6,000 years ago until quite recently.
Fact. North
America was home to some of the most high advanced and well-organized civilizations in the world. Complete with cities, roads, and commerce. From the lost city of Balbentia, near New Orleans. That's why my great-grandmama called New Orleans Balbentia. That's why I told y'all that. That's an old Choctaw word, really based in Hebrew. But from the lost city of Balbentia near New Orleans to the Great Hopewell Road, the Hopewell Mound Builder, same people, a gateway for religious pilgrims along the Ohio River in the 13th century. 3 centuries before, hundreds of thousands of years. But what I want to say is, the oldest monuments in the world are built out of earth, clay, and stone, right here in America. Right? Now, before I move on, let me show y'all something. Show y'all something interesting. Roll the corn. Let me show y'all something. We know the truth now. Let me show y'all something. Watch this. Let my computer load up 1 second. Give me 1 second. We gotta warm her up. We gotta warm her up, right? Now, to show you that our culture is the oldest culture that's civilized in Africa with astrology, let me show y'all something before I move on. Just some simple math, right? Simple math. Simple stuff.
Excuse me. How much do you want to bet I can find work quicker than you?
There's no way.
All right. Let's see who can find something faster.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Oh. Just some simple math, right? Simple math. Simple stuff. A panther. They try to say it's a leopard, But that is a jaguar, panther or a jaguar.
Fact.
Depictions of Göbekli Tepe are prominent, high relief carvings. 9,000 BC, often portrayed in aggressive hunting poses of T-shaped pillars. Now, let's go see when they got a picture of it. A panther in Göbekli Tepe. Right here. Look, y'all. This ain't no damn leopard. Security check. Roll the call. Come on, give me what I need, man. Stop playing. Roll the call. Now, this is in Africa, people. This is in Africa. Big ass panther at Göbekli Tepe, an ancient site in Africa. A lion or panther. Now, ain't no panthers over there. Ain't no panthers over there in Africa at the time. Look at this right here. Here go another. Here go a better picture with the stonework. Here go a better picture with the stonework. Right here. Let's blow this up. Look at that. Check that out. Our people built this on these people's land, people. This has astronomical alignments with stars. Göbekli Tepe with American panthers on the damn wall. Ain't no panther in Samaria. Ain't no panther in this spot in Africa. Why are these on the monuments? Because people from here built them. That's why. People from here built all that shit over there. They built all that shit over there. I'm just letting y'all know. When they get to talking about Göbekli Tepe, it's an ancient spot. We built the motherfucker. We built that over, over there. Let's keep going.
Rolling that cone, man.
The founders knew nothing of ancient Africa outside of the limits of learn about Egypt, right?
I'll talk to my library.
Had they known something of it at the time, they were becoming acquainted with ancient America. They might have enlarged the sense of Negro possibility considerably further. Negro possibility considerably further back in history in America, right? Darker skinned people, such as ancient Americans. Darker skinned people, such as ancient Americans, might have done. See that?
She cut the coat.
Darker skinned people. Negro possibility, darker skinned people, ancient Americans. Let me get out the way. See that? Roll the coin. Straight to the point. I ain't got time to play with it. Straight to the point. Let's keep looking. The Mayan calendar opens with a mystic date of 3372 BC. The Mayan calendar opens at 3372 BC. Now, let's put that into context. This is the first date of Mayan history. 3372 BC. Roll the coin. Where are my receipts at? That's crazy. I know I got them. Roll the coin. Hold on. 3372 BC is generally considered to be before the official start of a unified ancient Egyptian civilization. So if the Mayans opened up their history in 3372 BC, Egypt wasn't even there. It wasn't even there.
Said it.
It was not a unified ancient Egyptian civilization in 3372 BC. Our history is older than Africa's, people. shit is new compared to our ancient cultures. Now, if the Mayans open up at 3372 BC,
Olmec's older than that.
how far back do Olmecs
I know
go?
though, you finna say.
How far back do Mississippian go? How far back do
8,000
Hopewell and
BC.
Adena culture go?
15,000.
In real life, not the fake archaeology shit that they do, the white folks do. So if these people's history opened up 3,300 years before Christ.
My grandparents had 10 kids, and it was a big sense of community where we all felt.
You see that? Ain't no Egypt. When written history started with the Mayans. Let's keep going. Let's go back. Ain't even no history over there at all. Like, roll the corn. 3372 BC. By the time the people of the Mississippi Valley were already creating monumental architecture. What does that teach you? If the Mayan history starts at 3372 BC and the Mississippian culture or the mound builders on the Mississippi River already was building monuments when the Mayan civilization started.
Facts.
Now,
Get on with them
what that teach us? That teaches us that this culture on the Mississippi River is the mother culture. Because if your culture started at this date, because these people wasn't no damn dummies. They trying to teach you they some type of dummies running around wild Indians. These people got dates and dates of when they written history start. That lets me know they are a real civilization. Right? Now, Mississippians had already built monumental architecture when the Mayan calendar starts. That lets me know they are the ancestor of the Mayan.
Facts.
They are the ancestor of the Olmec. They already were putting down before these other cultures sprung up.
Come on home. Come on home to the God.
That makes the mound builders on the Mississippi River way older than
Look
Egypt.
at the real shit.
Automatically. You get it? Let's keep looking.
Real shit.
The Mayan calendar opens up at a mystic date, 3372. By that time, the people of the Mississippi Valley were already creating monumental architecture. Before anything so ambitious had been built in Mexico, Central or South America, earthen buildings were arranged in strict and repeated geometric patterns along the bayous and channels in what are now the state of Louisiana and Mississippi. In the Mississippi Delta, two of the earliest complexes which can be dated much precision lie near Monroe, Louisiana, hedge pit mounds. Let's look at hedge pit mounds first. Hedge pit mounds. 3000 BC, archaeological site, northern Louisiana. 18-foot tall mound. 20-acre site contains two primary mounds. With so many mounds clustered along the Ouachita River, stretching east to the Mississippi, the hedge pit mounds, tucked away in Lincoln Parish, seem like an anomaly. What are they doing so far from the rest of civilization? Were the builders of the site banished? Or the free spirits, search of their own paths? Abundance of rock which still litters the ground? Bayou Durboni, 5,000 years ago. Let's go back. Bayou Durboni, right there. About 20 miles to the northwest, probably who built 4500 BC, above Frenchman's Bend, right? Scott Place Mounds is one of these sites. Ancient sites before Egypt ever was built. Let's keep going. 33rd parallel. 33rd parallel, Scott Place Mounds, right in this area. Same stuff. Let's go look it up. Here we go right here. Scott Place Mounds. Older, ancient mounds. Before the Mayans, before the Olmecs, before the Egyptians and Sumerians, all that stuff. Roll the cone. This stuff old now. Frenchman's Bend Mounds, near Monroe, Louisiana, 3700 BC, with some evidence suggesting 4600 BC. Mounds are among North America's oldest, predating Egypt's pyramids, featuring hunter-gatherer construction without pottery. That's what they say. But these ain't no hunter-gatherers, because they already building mounds aligned with stars. Situated on a golf course, north of Monroe. A golf course is on this area. A golf course is on this area. See it? Shit built right on top of our ancient culture. Roll the corn. Let's keep looking. Frenchman's Bend on the Bayou Bartholomew, right? 15 miles northeast of Monroe, are a row of mounds whose carbon dates established them as about 3,000 years younger than these. Let's keep going. Frenchman's Bend. Then we get 3372 from the Mayans, like I just showed you. Now, during this time, the Sumerian, right around the same time, is building civilization in the Fertile Crescent. Egypt wasn't even built. Fertile Crescent was going on, they say. Right? Now let's keep going.
Getting hard and getting turned on are not the same thing.
That is why Blue Chew Gold was created.
Science show.
Let's keep going. Indian mounds. 1.5 miles northeast in Central Park, a regular row of mounds, part of a chain built in prehistoric men who were the forerunners of American Indians. Many of remains of the ancient people were once dotted this area, were leveled as the town expanded. They tore it down, people, and built a town right on top of it. Roll the corn. He go one of the mounds right here. He go one of the mounds right here in their town, in Louisiana. Let's keep going. Now, Kentucky, taken by most pioneers through the picture of Daniel Boone, leading wagons full of hardy pioneers across Cumberland Gap, graven into American myth. Chief amongst the Elkhorn earthworks was an octagon measuring 150 feet on one side with 3 graded entrances. Each there was blocked with a small interior mound in the same pattern as the much larger works in Ohio in Newark on the Scotia. Let's go look and I find that. That is Mount Horeb Earthworks, 2,000-year-old Adena site in Kentucky, right? The Bluegrass region. Let's keep looking. Mount Horeb Earthworks, located in Fayette County, Kentucky. This one is hid also, under some bullshit. Let's keep going. The Mount Horeb Earthwork Complex, Adena Culture, Lexington, Kentucky. 2 major components. Mount Horeb Site 1, including Grimes Village Site, the Tarleton Mound, and Fisher Mound. Ancient monuments of the Mississippi Valley. let's keep going. Now, Fort Ancient. Casey May can talk about Fort Ancient a lot, right? Fort Ancient. Fort Ancient it was found with copper breastplates, mica from Mexico, pearl beads, effigy pipes, shaped as birds or bears or beavers have been found in the hilltop. Now, what's interesting about Fort Ancient? Fort Ancient has real buildings made of stone out there, people. Fort Ancient got the first style, great buildings right out there in Fort Ancient. Let me show them to you. This is when they started to build monumental structures. Look at the stonework at the door and the steps. This stuff ancient now. Look at that. Look at this right here. You see how they build a circle with the columns, with the stonework? When you see these big old circle columns out here at these parks and stuff, this stuff was already built. This one, Fort Ancient, is like the first area in America where massive stone structures went up in the middle of the woods, people. In the middle of the woods. Hunter-gatherers and buildings, this is in the middle of nowhere. Let's keep looking. Look at that. In the middle of nowhere. Ain't no city there, ain't no white tee folk running around. This is the middle of the woods. This stuff ancient. That's why they call it Fort Ancient. Look. Look at these waterfalls and plants and stuff all put into the architecture. These are the people who evolved and started building Capitol buildings. These are castles, people. These castles. Let's go back and look. Look what it say now. Hilltop cathedrals. European experience would seem to justify our thinking of these as castles, demonstrating a decline from the Dark Ages. These are castles. Now, why do these places look like the buildings of the Dark Ages? Because our people had already went around the world and built these style buildings all over the world, people. When they speak of the Dark Ages, they're talking about Europe, right? Why these buildings look like European Dark Age buildings? Because all of them ancient. All of them were before y'all civilization ever learned what was going on the planet. We had already traversed the earth and built buildings all over it. That's where the so-called Tartaria buildings come from. They was already there. Old world, right?
Y'all built on top of the mound building.
That's why they look like the buildings of the Dark Ages in Europe, over here in America.
I got videos that tell you that.
Castles. Right there.
Y'all built on top of the ancient. Y'all sitting on top of the
Own a
ancient.
vacation rental? If it's not listed on Booking.com, it's invisible to millions of travelers on our platform. Don't let your vacation rental be invisible. Get seen, get booked. On Booking.com, Booking.yeah.
The police officer at the scene told me to never sue the driver who crashed into me after my car accident. I took his advice and got $100,000 for my...
Right there. Roll the corn. Let's keep going.
I don't believe.
Some of these rock walled enclosures lie on a terrace top above major waterways.
Y'all on top of the ancient. Y'all big
And then cross the country to the sea. The route over which presides Tennessee Old Stone Fort apparently began in Ohio on the Scotia. Then it crossed into Kentucky on its way to Nashville Basin, and then crossed the Cumberland to Scale, descend to the highlands to the Tennessee River and at Bridgeport. From there, it made its way across Georgia to the Atlantic coast at or near St. Augustine. Now, this wall right here, this is a part of the wall right here, stretches from Ohio all the way to St. Augustine, Florida, Georgia area, Florida, Georgia area. It goes go clear across the country, people. In some areas it's underground. In some areas it's underground, but in some areas it's still right there. A solid rock wall from Ohio all the way to the coastline up to the Atlantic Ocean. Cross Georgia to the Atlantic coast. You see it? Fire. This is a part of the wall right here. Look at these buildings. Now, what's interesting about this wall is it has buildings like this upside the wall. As the wall goes, building. Couple miles go by, building. All made out of stone, limestone, granite. Stuff like this. Buildings, all down the line of the wall. Interesting. Somebody in ancient times was building stone structures all across America, all in these downtown areas. This is our ancient culture. Because our people are the first people to work with minerals from the earth, the mound building culture. We learn how to build out of minerals from the earth, limestone, granite, make waterways, irrigate, living quarters. They call these things castles when the Europeans came here. Now they claim these same castles they said they saw as their own buildings. You get it? Let's keep going. Now let's go down to number 4. Then it became, in the course of ages, a populous and mighty nation, from whom overflowing the shores of the Gulf of Mexico, the Mississippi River, the Amazon, the Pacific coast of South America, and then the Mediterranean Sea. See, all these rivers all these areas was already populated by civilized people. The Gulf of Mexico, the Mississippi River, the Amazon, Pacific, south coast of South America, then the Mediterranean Sea. The people from these areas are the people who traveled to the Mediterranean Sea and built it. Let's think of the names of the cultures. Phoenicians, Cretans, Sumerians. All these cultures are seafarers. They're coming from old world cultures. Like I told y'all, the Sumerians had a Noah story 3,000 years before the Bible came. 2800 BC, the Sumerians already had a story talking about the flood and traveling in a reed boat with bitumen to this area of the world. So we're talking about ancient cultures leaving here, building up over there. Because the irrigation system of the Sumerian is an American irrigation system. I studied it. Myself. Roll the corn.
Keep studying. Keep listening to the truth. We don't live on no planet.
Now,
our ancestors had no planet, bro.
let's go to 5. Then after you get all these, you get the Mediterranean. Then you get the west coast of Europe and Africa. Then you get the Baltic and Black Sea. And the Caspian were populated by civilized nations. All these nations on that side of the world come from bloodlines from this side of the world who done it first. And then they got ships and got involved and went over there. You get it? Let's keep going. Now check this out. That it was the true antediluvian world. The Garden of Eden. The Garden of His Paradise.
Now we're going to see what the true
God is. The gardens of His Paradise is the Garden of Eden, people. Let me read that a little slower so you can understand what I'm trying to tell you. That it was the true antediluvian world. The Garden of Eden. The Garden of His Paradise is the Garden of Eden. That's what they're trying to tell you.
Finding an affordable place to live is harder than ever. High credit score requirements, big deposits, and long leases make it tough. Pad split.
This is North and South America, Atlas Insula. Atlas Insula, right? What they say right there. Let me blow that up. Let's blow that up. His paradise.
Paradise.
Let's go back.
Beach in paradise.
The Garden of Eden, the gardens of his paradise.
Paradise.
What they say right there?
Paradise.
H-E-S, paradise.
No.
Islands, North America, South America.
Paradise.
His paradise.
Huh? Paradise.
Put the car in the chat if you see it. Put the car in the chat if you see it. Roll the corn. You see it?
Cut the coat.
Put the corn in the chat if you see it. Now, let's go back to the receipt. Go back to the receipt. The gardens of his paradise, the antediluvian world, the Garden of Eden. His paradise. Now, when they speak of the creation story, the Garden of Eden, they're talking about the lands over here.
South America and North
The
America.
islands,
The
North America, South America.
The Western Plateau.
His paradise. Now,
Flat muffler.
this is where you get his Penoya. His Penoya. I can't even say this Spanish ass shit. Roll the corn. I'm not a Spaniard. Hispaniola. This is where you get the word Hispaniola. His paradise. You get it? Do you get it? You want the receipt? You want a receipt? You want the receipt? Hispaniola, Spain, and his paradise is significant. Mythological association used in his story to link the Iberian Peninsula to the Greek legend. Cap. Hispaniola. Hispaniola comes from his paradise. Facts.
Cut the coat.
So now,
Roll the corn.
let's go back to the map. Go back to the map. Now, here's paradise. When you decipher this into Paleo-Hebrew, peri is fruit in Hebrew. Let me learn you something. I taught this before, but I want y'all to learn it, right? So you can know what a real paradise is. Stop trying to point to Africa and bring your ass back over here.
Paradise.
I'm finna show you. Bring your head back on home, because you're playing. Show you what a real paradise, the paradise with. Peri is fruit in Hebrew. You get it? Fruit makes paradise. Ain't no fruit in Africa and the Middle East. Right? That's why a motherfucker over there praying to a goddamn avocado. Blum, desperi, it's adar, meaning etrog. Desperi, it's hadar. I'm reading Hebrew to you niggas. Peri, it's hadar, etrog. Shit funny as hell. Alright, y'all didn't know how to read Hebrew, huh? Roll the call. Peri is fruit. Des come from the she. The she in Hebrew. Give it to him. Why you think these hunter-gatherers over there trying showing love to the etrog? The she means grass or vegetation. So paradise means fruit vegetation on a land. Growth of sprout of fruits, vegetables. Paradise word for paradise.
Hey, boss, can I get some extra hours?
Sorry, man, overtime isn't in the budget. Why don't you hop on Shift Smart?
What's Shift Smart?
It's an app that shows you
Paradise. You feel me? Roll the call. Paradise is paradise. Roll the call. Now, now that we understand that paradise made the word paradise and Española, Hispaniola comes from his paradise. His paradise, I'm sorry. I'm tripping. Now, this is the only place in the world they was calling his paradise. Then in Spanish, they switched the name to Hispaniola. You get it? It started out Hebrew, then it ended up Spanish. Now, when you go into these people's culture, when they talking about this landmass, right? They called it the Garden of Eden, people. His paradise. Here you go on the map again in the islands, hooked to America. Let's keep going. Roll the coin. Now, centuries before Christ, right? Atlantis, Ethiopians, the inhabitants of the Atlantis, or the Hesperides, as the unknown world of the West, was then virtuously called. Now, why y'all saying Atlanteans, inhabitants of Atlantis, are Hesperides? Atlantis is his paradise. It's just that fucking simple, bro. It's the same thing. Why is it called that? Because fruit and water and trees and birds and animals and everything they looking for right on our land. Paradise is right there in the islands, right there in North America, right there in South America. That land where they are from is not paradise. It never been, and it still ain't paradise today. Roll the coin. Let's keep going. We know the truth now. It's paradise now, like I just showed you. His paradise. Let's go to the color map for the colorblind people. His paradise. Atlantis Insula. See it? Roll the coin. Let's keep going. Phoenicians instead of Carthaginians, who were cast upon the most fertile island, opposite of Africa. The fertile island opposite of Africa. Now, hold on. Let me stop. I forgot to tell y'all something. Let's go back. Before I get to that. Now, I showed y'all your homeboy, right? Let's go back to your homeboy. Where your boy go? Where my boy go? Right here. Let's go back to my homeboy right here. Now, I forgot to explain this. Peri is fruit in Hebrew. Etrog. Don't you see etrog? Why are these motherfuckers holding up etrogs? What is an etrog? See, you must know this. This is where the Ashkenazi Jew gets his culture from. The people of Paradise. The abundant land, not this land. Etrog. Now let's go. Let me show y'all something. Is Etrog associated with Paleo Hebrew? Let me show y'all something. Let me teach you something, because you got to learn this shit right. Right? Etrog, profoundly associated with the ancient Jewish history. Symbol of Jewish identity, right? Etrog. Now,
Zaxby's fingers and wings in lemon pepper, garlic parm, and Nashville hot. Who's got the sauce?
Zaxby's.
We've experienced a lot of changes as a military family over the last few years. My husband deploying, applying for officer training school, getting accepted and commissioning, then PCSing, and recently buying our first home. Throughout all the changes, one thing that has stayed constant is our banking with the Navy Federal Credit Union. Do you know if you're eligible to join? A common misconception is that you have to be active duty, but eligibility is also open to veterans and their families of all branches of the military. So it's definitely comforting for us to know that no matter what the future holds for us with the military, Navy Federal will be there. Are you a veteran? You're eligible. Head to NavyFederal.org/join to get started today.
what you got to know is these are the fruits that our people brung over there. Right? You got to know this now. You got to know where these people stealing the culture from. Etrog is a lemon, lime, pomalis, right? Citrus, oranges, stuff like that. Lemons, limes, Buddha's hand, citron, lula, palm frond, aravat, etrogs. People, these are tamari crops, people. Do you understand it? Our people bought that shit from here over there, and it became the fruit of the Hebrew. Do you get it? Cultivated for thousands of years, often the beautiful fruit referred to in the Torah, people. Etrog is our fruit from our land, planted on theirs, just like the trees was. So they get their culture from our ancient culture that brought the fruit over there in the first damn place. Ain't no citron fruit in the desert. Come on, man. Keep it real with yourself. This is where they get that from. This is why the Jewish community got etrogs and pomegranates. The Hebrew esteemed fruits, pomegranates, citrons, and lemons. They had never tasted no shit like that in their life before our culture took it over there. You get it? Now they out there holding up citrons, praying to the... You get it? You understand what I'm trying to tell you? That's what's going on with these Ashkenazis. That's why I keep telling y'all they got that culture from a culture way before them. And they still doing it today. Now let's go back to this. Now, Phoenicians, fertile island opposite of Africa, where the climate was that of perpetual spring, and that the land was the proper habitation for gods rather than men. The land to the west of Africa, the opposite islands of Africa,
The West.
they called them people habitation for gods.
Nigga.
So who are the gods?
The West.
Our people.
I don't know. They're real.
I can't teach you no better. I can't teach you no better than that. Who are the gods? The people of the west of Africa from a whole nother island. Yes, they're talking about us. We the only motherfucker over there in that area of the water. Let's keep playing. Let's keep going. Right? Roll the corn. Now look what it says. Watch what it say. Watch what it say. Let's go to the bottom. Let's go to the bottom. Right? The true as saying that the two Hesperides are 42 days sail from the coast of Africa. Paradise in Hebrew is 42 days on a boat from the coast of Africa. Let's go look around. Yes! 42 days is reasonable, estimated for a slow-sailing vessel to travel from Africa to the Caribbean. Roll the corn. What are they talking about coming to? We talking BC terms now. Right over here. On a slow-moving vessel, because you got to put the slow-moving vessel in there because it's ancient times. It takes 42 days to get from Africa to the Caribbean. This is in the ancient books, people. 42 days from the coast of Africa to Hesperides. What are they talking about? The islands, North America, South America. Navigable rivers, fertile valleys, valuable forest, and its gentle climate, people. Huh. Okay. Roll the coin. 42 days from Africa to the Caribbean on a slow-moving vessel. Our people already knew it because we made the trip so many times. Let's keep going. On their way back, they, for the first time, witnessed the use of a weed, which the indigenous caprice of men was since converted into universal luxury. They beheld several of the natives going about with firebrands in their hands and certain dried herbs they rolled up in a leaf. Dried herbs rolled up in a leaf. Lighting one up, put the other in the mouth, inhaling and puffing out smoke. These rolls they call tobacco. Bro, this is our people, bro. Rolling those cigars. Now the Spaniards down there rolling cigars, Cuban cigars. Nigga, we were rolling cigars before y'all even knew what tobacco was. This us. Let's keep going. Roll the corn.
What does breakfast have that lunch doesn't, you ask? Bacon, egg, and cheese bagels, for starters.
Whenever you tip them up, got to
Roll the corn. Negroes with feather dresses and kilts. Dark-skinned, the blackamoors and other dark-skinned foreigners possess considerable attraction and signs for tobacco. Dark-skinned foreigners, blackamoors. Y'all nigga foreigners. Y'all over there in awe of the tobacco Indian. Y'all over there kissing. Oh, look at the tobacco Indian with all that culture. With all that culture. We know the blackamoors wasn't us. Dark-skinned foreigners possess considerable attractions as the signs of the tobacco sometimes, also in the public. Y'all were looking at the tobacco Indian depiction over there across the world when we ain't the same damn people. Roll the corn. Let's keep going. Haiti existed in the state of primitive and savage simplicity, right? Which some philosophers have fondly pictured as the most inevitable on earth, surrounded by natural blessings. Surrounded by natural blessings. Without even a knowledge of artificial wants. The fertile earth produced the chief part of their food, almost without culture. These rivers and seacoasts abandoned with fish as they caught them. Now, I put this clip up here for natural blessings. See, this is what we forgot. Now we want artificial knowledge, artificial wants, but natural blessings is what we lost. Let me break that down. A natural blessing is a tree that bears fruit. A natural blessing is a river that bears fish. A natural blessing is a crop that bears vegetables. See, that's the real blessing our people put in these books. Hunter-gatherer turns into a material, worldly blessing. You get it? So when you forget about the natural blessings that you walk outside and see every day, now you want the artificial blessing of I want the Louis, the Gucci, the car. I want the motherfucking diamonds and But you looked over the natural blessings. That what was first. Now the hunter-gatherer got you chasing artificial blessings. Man-made created blessings. This is where we fucked up at. This is where our people take the mark of the beast. That's the real mark of the beast. You forget about nature's blessings and you take on artificial blessings. Now you marked. Now you are out of your balance and harmony with nature. Now you playing on their playing field. Now you go hard and hurt and kill and don't care nothing about nobody else because you want them artificial blessings now. So now if your family, if your husband, your boyfriend, if everybody, I want the bag. I want the artificial blessing. Fuck the natural blessing. I want the artificial degree so I can sit in there with the white people and act like I'm so esteemed and smart. And I want the artificial blessing. You forgot about the natural blessing of your people and the planet. That's where they fucked us up at. You get it? Roll the coin. This what's really going on still to this day. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Now, there is honey, a great variety of birds, many different kinds of fruit. In the interior, there are many mines of metals and a population innumerable. Hispaniola is a wonder, people. Hispaniola, His paradise is a wonder. Its mountains and plains and meadows and fields are so beautiful and rich for planting and sowing of a seed and reaching rearing all type of cattle of all kinds and for building towns and villages. The harbors on the coast and the numbers of the size of wholesomeness of the rivers, most of them bearing gold, surpass anything that would be believed by one who had not seen them.
I came from a very large family. My grandparents had 10 kids, and it was a big sense of community where
seeing them. Roll the corn. This is a great difference between the trees, fruits, the plants on this island and those of Juana. In this island, there are many spices, extensive mines of gold and other metals. The inhabitants of this and all of the other islands have found or gained intelligence of. Both men and women go as naked as they were born. Now, roll the corn. Now, as you can see, these people are living off of nature's blessings. They're not competing against each other. They're not trying to, everybody eating off the land. Everybody is free will. Everybody is not no pressure on these people. These are the most unbothered people on the planet. Other cultures have food shortages and droughts. Ain't none of that.
We don't live on no planet. The ancestors ain't say that. You gotta bring that receipt. You gotta bring that receipt to me. Or the ancestors saying that we live on a planet. You don't start saying this shit, bro.
Going on this side of the world. We're not fighting over no food over here, people. These other people are fighting over crop fields in Europe and Africa. They're fighting over mines in Europe and Africa. They're fighting over the river with a couple of fish coming through in Europe and Africa. This is the main reason they are fighting wars in Europe and Africa. Water sources, food, agriculture fields, the couple they did have. Massive bloodshed on agriculture fields in Europe and Africa.
That we have in abundance.
Because they're fighting for the bare necessities to live. Over here, none of that. Million trees full of fruit, natural blessings on my land. And anybody can come up and eat and get full and go home and lay down. Ain't no problems. The earth keep reproducing. We keep eating. You get it?
Always will be.
Roll the corn. Let's get a little deeper. In a great ditch surrounding the whole land like a circle, and into which streams flow down from the mountains. We probably see the original of the 4 rivers of paradise, people, and the emblem of the cross surrounded by the circle, which, as we will show hereafter, was from the earliest pre-Christian ages, accepted, as an emblem of the Garden of Eden. Put the 2 in the chat. Put the 2 in the chat. 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 Y'all hear me? Listen closely. Listen closely. 4 rivers of paradise. The emblem of the cross surrounded by a circle. Which, as we will show out hereafter, was from the earliest pre-Christian ages, accepted as the emblem of the Garden of Eden. The circle with the cross. Circle, cross. A river coming down on 4 sides of the mountain. 4 rivers of paradise. Original 4 rivers. Now watch this. The circle with the cross at the 4 rivers of paradise down there in South America. What's the Mississippian symbol?
West. Mississippi West too.
Put the corn in the chat. The circle with the cross is the Garden of Eden people, antediluvians. Didn't just tell you that? Pre-Christian, Garden of Eden, circle with the cross, circle, cross. What the hell is this? Huh? Talk to me. Talk to me now. Why you think these Native Americans trying to steal your history? Why do you think Native Americans and these white folks trying to steal your damn history? They know who you are. These people know who you are, bro. It's a Mississippian mound builder symbol. Circle with the cross, right? Garden of Eden. Let's keep going. Circle with the cross, right? Artifacts. Mississippians. Let's keep going. Mississippian icons, symbols, spider, cross in a circle. Cross in a circle. Blow it up. Right there.
Let your vacation rental and your hammock be invisible. Get seen, get booked on Booking.com.
You're not broken, your ED meds are. Unlike other ED meds, Blue Chew Gold combines apomorphine and oxytocin.
Right there.
Right.
Garden of Eden, pre-Christian era. Let's keep looking. Cross in a circle symbol. Roll the coin. Let me read that if I can. Kind of small. Hold on. TikTok. What are y'all doing? Get out the way. The cross in a circle symbol. Culture groups of North America, the cross in a circle symbol. Use ancient American Indians of the Mississippian culture. Let's keep going. The cross in the circle symbol of to the mound building. Mississippians turned into melanated Indians in the southeast. Mississippian mound builders are the ancestors of the melanated Indians of the southeast. Us. You kidding? Us, nigga. That's who the hell they talking about. The people before, the people that lived in the ancient Mississippi are the ancestors of us. Copper-colored people. Not no black African. Them people got a creation story on the Mississippi River in a mound. Facts. Let's keep going. Now, Mount Roraima. 4 different waters falling off the side of the mountain. Right? Because I think they was down there in South America or Central America somewhere when they said the circle with the cross they saw down there, right? Roraima. Let's go look. Now, let's go back to what they were saying. Let's go back to what they were saying. Flowed down a mountain. Streams flowed down the mountains. Possibly the original of the 4 rivers of paradise. I think that was in South America somewhere. So this is what I think they're looking at. Mount Roraima. 3 borders of the world. Now, it says there are numerous rivers that run on top of this and flow down. As you can see, they go 1 flowing down, they go 2, they go 3, and don't tell them what's on the other side. It goes all the way down and go right back down here. You can see the rivers coinciding on top of this mountain. they said a big circle with a cross was in this area somewhere, right? So I've been researching this area. It's a lot of rivers running to that area, right? They call it the mother of all waters in this area. It's called the mother of all waters in this area. Y'all research this Mount Roraima, right? This is what he's talking about right here, I think. When he's talking about this. Right here. Original four rivers of paradise. They had never saw nothing like that. Then you see the circle with the cross with the Garden of Eden. Right out there on that area. Roll the corn. Let's keep looking. All this cannot be more coincidence. It points to a common tradition of veritable land with four rivers flowed down in the opposite direction from the central mountain peak. And these four rivers flowing to the north, south, east, and west constitute the origin of the sign of the cross, which have been meeting us at every point amongst the races who were either descended from the people of Atlantis or who, by commerce or colonization, received the opinions and civilizations from them. Let's keep looking. The pyramid. Not only are the cross and the Garden of Eden identified with Atlantis, but in Atlantis, the habitation of the gods, we find the original model of all those pyramids which extend from India to Peru. So they are telling you these people are the originators of the pyramid. We find the original model of all those pyramids that we see extended through India to Peru. The original model is in Atlantis or America. We are the original pyramid builders. That's what they're trying to tell you. It's in this book right here. See that? So if you see a pyramid on the Nile, don't think that bloodline didn't come through here first. Don't you dare do that. If you do that, you a hunter-gatherer. You trying to be an Africa Egyptologist nigga. Because pyramids start over here. Facts. Because Egyptians talking about their ancient ancestors across the water. When we ask the question how it comes that this sign on the cross and has thus revered from the highest antiquity by the races of old and new worlds, we leave that in its remnants of the Garden of Eden. In other words, of Atlantis, the circle and the cross. All these and similar traditions are but mocking satires of old Hebrew stories, jarred and broken notes of the same strain. Now, you got Atlantean believing motherfuckers. You got Paleo-Hebrew believing motherfuckers. All of it is the same story. See, that's what them Atlantean niggas don't want to tell you. It's the same stories. Roll the coin. So you think you kicking knowledge by trying to make it sound all extra knowledgeable by calling it Atlantis and Atlanteans and Thoth and all that? That's the same damn stories of the Paleo-Hebrew people.
Excuse me, how much do you want to bet I can find work quicker than you?
There's no way.
All right, let's see who can find something faster.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, go. Okay, I found a gig for later today.
Wait, how'd you find it so quick?
I just looked on ShiftSmart. I can work this gig stocking shelves that starts in 2 hours and either pay me today or tomorrow.
Wow, okay, I'm gonna have to download this app right now and sign up.
If you're looking to make some extra cash and get paid in days, download ShiftSmart and pick up some gigs. It's that easy.
Done. Thanks, dude.
Download ShiftSmart.
Download ShiftSmart.
Give money.
Get money.
This
This week, we're hosting a free trading and investing workshop right here in Atlanta. Inside this workshop, you'll learn you don't need to be a Wall Street pro to trade like one. Instead of getting a finance degree, what if you could figure out when and where Wall Street institutions were buying and selling, so you can place trades and investments alongside them instead of against them? It's all about locating their financial footprints, and that's exactly what we'll show you in our free workshop. It's a true breakthrough for knowing when to buy and sell. Over the past 25 years, we've taught this approach to over 218,000 students across the world with a 94% student satisfaction rating. Our talented instructors come from a variety of backgrounds, including former hedge fund managers, floor traders, brokers, and more. These people know what they're talking about. Not only will you begin learning how to mirror the trades on Wall Street, but you'll also learn about strategies for growing a retirement portfolio in a variety of market conditions, how professionals profit when stocks are falling, when to buy and when to sell based on strategy and a plan, how to protect your investments against inflation, and so much more. Click the link below and sign up for a free trading and investing workshop right here in Atlanta.
You really ain't kicking no knowledge, big dog. The story just was glorified and turned into mythology. So you're going to try to separate them ancient bloodlines who created Thoth from Thoth. No, you can't do that, bro. You don't know the whole story. You know half the story. You know the white folks part. You know the white folks version. Everybody in the club getting tipsy. Yeah. Everybody in the club getting tipsy. See, you know the white folk version. We know everybody in the club getting tipsy. We know the black folk version. The melanated version. See? It's a hunter-gatherer version, it's the real version. Now, I get a little deep for these hunter-gatherers. Now, if I'm a hunter-gatherer, I take the mythology route. Because I know the mythology route is more accepted by hunter-gatherers. See, a wise man knows this. If I'm really not connected to their teaching, I just take the hunter-gatherer route and teach it to more hunter-gatherers. You get it? But if I'm connected to it, I take it and teach it from a people standpoint, which is real, which is reality. So now, some people can make a living off of teaching secondhand information to secondhand people. Do you get it? Do you get it? You can't teach gangster shit if you ain't no gangster, nigga. See the difference? You teach lame shit to lame. You teach gangster shit to gangsters. You teach fake history to fake people. You teach real history to real people. Y'all understand where I'm coming from? The fake and the real can no longer exist amongst each other. They can't. It's inevitable. You can't do it no more. The history don't mix. The truth don't mix with bullshit. You can't be being real and they being fake and coexist. It don't work like that no more. It's 2026. Let all of that fake shit go. fake history, fake teachings, fake friends, fake everybody, fake any, let all that fake shit go. Let it go. It's over with. We can't do it no more. Ain't no real love right there, no real reality. Let it all go. In your personal life and on this teaching. Because this fake shit is wasting time, bro. It's wasting our time. We ain't got that much time. I can't waste no more time with no fake shit. No confusion, no not knowing where we are building, not knowing what we're trying to do in the future together. I can't waste no more time doing that. That's childish. I might as well be 12 years old wasting fucking time. And don't know where I'm going. I'm just lost in the woods, don't know where I'm going, instead of chasing nah, we ain't doing that. Can't do it no more. It's over with. Only a plan written down can be executed in my thought process at this point. I can't write no plan up and the fake people on the list, and they not working with the plan, and they just going out to the left of the plan, to the right, worry about themselves. They ain't worried about everybody as a group. I ain't got time for that no more. Y'all can have that shit. Need a plan. We need a goal. We need a stop, a point to where both of us are everybody happy.
Finding an affordable place to live is harder than ever. High credit score requirements, big deposits, and long leases make it tough. PadSplit helps you rent a furnished room in a shared home with utilities and Wi-Fi included for as low as $133 a week. No minimum credit score, no deposit, instant approvals, and flexible terms. With the money our residents save, they've paid off debt, bought a car, and even moved into their own place. Find your room today at padsplit.com. PadSplit. It's time to rent smarter.
Let's head into Vitamin Shop because I have been looking for that PB&J Barbell protein bar and I cannot find it anywhere. Oh my god, I found it, and I also found a peanut butter version, so obviously we're getting both and let's go try it out. We're going to start off with peanut butter. This bar is absolutely delicious. Now let's get to the star of the show, the peanut butter and jelly. Look at that jelly filling. Oh my god, this is absolutely my favorite Barbell.
We got enough brain power to sit down and put that together. Because you know what you want, I know what I want. We can, some intellectual people can put that together. But if it don't work like that, somebody ain't down with the plan. That's when it goes wrong, right? Now, if this Atlantean teaching has something to do with Paleo-Hebrew bloodlines, which I already know it does, because all this stuff the same story, just in different form, or the time frame off, or the names off, or the location off, but it's the same stories of a certain people, right? Because when you speak of Hebrews, they brought etrog fruit to the Mediterranean Sea. You speak of Atlanteans, they brought fruit and irrigation and farming skills to the Mediterranean Sea. It's the same story. Am I lying? Same story. Let's keep going. I got a couple more receipts. The plain of Atlantis, right? Watch this. As we believe, the Atlanteans now had generation of kings way before it got over there to the other side of the world. Had been cultivating during many ages of many generations of kings. Cultivated what? What they cultivated on the plains of Atlantis? Agriculture. Believe agriculture and the domestication of the horse and sheep and goat and hog, and the discovery of the development of wheat, oats, rye, barley. Language of reference to the many ages and the successive generations of kings, according with the great periods of time which necessary to bring man from a savage to civilized conditions. What made him a king? He was cultivating the plains of Atlantis long before the other side of the world done it. As we believe, agriculture and domestication of animals, people, are these people. Now, we know the Paleo-Hebrew people brought the first agriculture. The same way they're saying the Atlantean brought the first agriculture. It's the same teaching. First agriculture come from Tamari. Facts. Facts. You get it? Now, just like I said, this what builds kingdoms, people. You can't build no kingdom without agriculture. It ain't gonna happen. This basic knowledge, right? 600 crops out of 604, everybody know this, but I gotta show it again, are the crops from America fed Africa. Pumpkins, peppers, strawberries, potatoes, squash, chocolate, vanilla, unknown in Europe and Africa. They're not the chosen people. The chosen people bought the agriculture. Don't you get it? Those are the real jewels of God, jewels of nature. So the Ashkenazi people are copying the playbook of the real people who bought it there before they became civilized people. They pray for a materialized world blessing, monetary value. They pray to a God for monetary value. You know how I know that? Listen to the prayers people put out. Thank you, God, for getting me this Mercedes-Benz. Thank you, God, for this house. Thank you, God, for letting me pay my mortgage. Thank you, God, for these shoes and this coat. Do you get it? Now, you get some material, it is a blessing. That is not the way this shit work in the real world, in the ancient world, in our old culture. No.
The police officer at the scene told me to never sue the driver who crashed into me after my car accident. I took his advice and got...
No. We took on those people's culture by doing it. That makes you not till the soil. Then you become bad spirited by that culture. It's not your culture. Your culture is, thank you, Earth, for feeding me. Thank you, stars, for teaching me when to put the crops in the ground and to feed me. Thank you, water source, for coming in and watering these plants. Thank you, soil, for growing rich, beautiful crops. This is where it come from. That was the first blessing. Now, if you get a car from the dealership with a damn high-ass rate on it, you calling that a blessing. Nah, that ain't no goddamn blessing. That ain't no blessing. Really, you're getting robbed. But we got a ride, so we'll take a robbery. You see what I'm saying? So, once we accept what is a real blessing of nature, then we get back to where we come from. I mean, we get back to our old ways, right? They put you in a system that's hard for us to navigate because the system is built for us not to navigate it. And then you put pressure on yourself to be so successful in their matrix. Your hair started to fall out. You're looking bad. You got You're chasing the money, you're chasing the job and the careers and all of that, but you are chasing another culture's dream. Simple. Going to college 4 years and going to work for them people is not your culture. It's their culture. What colleges was open before 1492? Not one. The college was in the crop field. The school was in the damn field with your great-great-grandmama and them, your great-great-granddad and them. That's what school was at. School was learning how to work this land, be a steward of the land, the original people are the stewards of the land. You see what I'm saying? That was school. My great-grandmama was made to go to school. Their schools. She was getting raised on the land, people. Then when the county come in and say, see these kids, now we got to put y'all in some type of English school. Some type of school to turn y'all into our civilization. You see what I'm saying? Piney Woods in Mississippi was made for melanated people coming out these country towns that ain't never been to these white folks' schools. Charter schools for melanated people. Come on now, research this stuff. They take you way from the country all the way to Piney Woods just to go to school. Trying to turn you into a civilized person like they say they are. But we was coming fresh off the crop field. My great-grandmama was leaving the tobacco field. She worked until they snatched her up and they told our people we got to go to these schools. Now she go to school every day, right? Cool. But you see how school played out. You see how they got our people into the school system. Then you started teaching Christianity in the school system. In English. If you think I'm lying, look it up. That is breaking the culture of a people. I'm sorry to tell it, I gotta tell it the truth. All right, truth now, you just be lying, talking shit. Where the receipt at? Piney Woods. Taught see, my great-grandmama told me this out of her own mouth. That's how I know it's true. See, I ain't get this from no book. My people told me this, right? This don't come from no goddamn book. See, everybody on that book talk. I'm on Ancestor talk. My great-grandmama told me they took her ass to Piney Woods. Off the tobacco field. Christian principles and English, just like I told you. And vocational skills of how to speak English. Founded school in Rankin County. See, my story match up with the truth. Founded the school in Rankin County. My great-grandmama is from Fannin, Mississippi. Right? Where the hell that's at? See, this shit all go together. We niggas just be on here lying and making up shit. Fannin, Mississippi is what county? What county that is, Truth? Rankin motherfucking County. See, this shit all go together. See what I'm saying? This ain't no on here trying to act like you just you is what you ain't. Nah. You gonna do that over here. It's the truth. It's the truth. This the truth right here. Rankin County made out the people who was indigenous to the land go to Piney Woods to learn Christian values and English, nigga. Now, if my memory served me correct, Christianity was already in Africa before they ever came over here, right? Why y'all still teaching Africans Christianity in English? Ain't y'all been colonized Africa before y'all came over here? Y'all are teaching a new people Christianity in English. Quit playing with me, bro. Roll the coin. Christianity had already been in Africa hundreds of years before they ever came over here. So you got to know history. So why y'all double teaching Africans that come off a slave ship Christianity? You're double teaching, you're double dunking them. You're dunking them in the dunk. Huh? That ain't what y'all doing. Y'all are making Indians.
This is Blue Chew Gold, the ultimate 4-in-1 formula. Built for strength where it counts. With sildenafil for power, tadalafil for endurance. But gold doesn't stop at blood flow, so we added apomorphine to spark desire and oxytocin to deepen connection. Not just harder, closer. Blue Chew Gold. Take action, get action.
Switch over. You hunter-gatherers? You want more receipts? Or you can look it up yourself. Christianity was already in Africa way before 1492, people. You can stop that. That's common sense. And you can stop in the English language was already over there in Africa too. You think them colonizers weren't speaking English down there in Africa before they got over here? Yes, the fuck they was. That's the first place colonized Europe and Africa. Then you colonize America on the back end. You don't know that much. You need to go back. Might need to go back to school. But anyway, my great grandmama told me they sent her to Piney Woods to learn English. When I researched it, she from Fannin, Mississippi, which is Rankin County. Rankin County, the school, when she was in there in the 1920s, was still there. Fannin, Mississippi, Rankin County, Piney Woods. The dates go together with the school, with the fucking region, everything go together, bro. All that go together. As you can see. Now, she was never a slave. She ain't worked for no slave. She worked on her own land until they bought it up from under our people, and then they started sharecropping with the people who bought the land from under my people, right? Now we sharecrop with them, right? Now, if she was never a slave, that's another reason she ain't from Africa. The fuck? How many reasons I gotta give you? She was never a slave. So now, the indigenous people of the land were sent to English in Christian schools while they buy up our land from under us through back taxes. This is elementary, my dear boy. This is not hard to figure out. 240 some of my people are all on a whole bunch of acres in one spot till they start getting taken by taxes. Then start sending all of them to school to learn English and Christianity. Then all the land gone when they get grown by the time the 30s and 40s come. Now they got to move to Jackson to get a job. That's when my great-grandma would pop up in Jackson, Mississippi. Because she had to leave her land because she not making no more money sharecropping with the hunter-gatherers that bought all our land up from under her. The story is I know the story sounds smooth because this is what she told me out of her own mouth. This is not nothing. See, it's a difference between genealogy and your people telling you the truth. I ain't even got to research this. The researcher lived right in the house with me. The person who lived that life. So I ain't got to go through all this extra stuff to learn my genealogy. She taught it to me verbally. How you think I can debunk some of this shit? Some of the code was already broken when she was filling my head up in the living room. You get it? See, ancestral teaching is way more powerful than any other thing because they come from that. Right? So, what was amazing about these conversations I used to have with her, right, was what language were you speaking then, Grandmama? If you weren't speaking English, what would you were speaking? Choctaw language. It's based in Hebrew, son. Why do you think I studied it like that? Choctaw language based in Paleo-Hebrew. That's why you use the words Tula and Balbancha, Tola. You get it? Them ain't no goddamn African words. Look at this hunter-gatherer right here. Bro, Balbancha? Let me show you something. I just showed you the receipt. Did I show you the receipt?
Shop the new arrivals by Ashley Lux, where practical prices meet premium style, like plush boucle upholstery, warm French oak, and high-quality leather made for the spaces you live in most. Shop Ashley Lux in-store and online.
My husband wanted stronger erections and essential vitamins. This is how he did it.
Then I show you. Hold on. Balbancha, New Orleans. See, my grandma used to say words like that. Roll the corn. See? Where's she getting this stuff from? It's some type of old words and stuff they used to say, bro. Then I research when I get older is New Orleans. Or close to New Orleans, the Louisiana area down there by New Orleans. So now, after I sit down with her when I'm around 14, 13 years old to learn some of this stuff. And it just made it so much more easier for me to go in and decipher it. So much easier. She taught me about the mounds. She taught me that. The languages. The tribes switch from Choctaw to Choctaw. So it's a whole different teaching. Now, you get this type of shit right here, right? This is about a court case of Indians taken to be slaves, but they really was Indians, melanated people. I'll talk about that another time. This is some type of Buddha, Negro, Buddha, on the knees of his beautiful mother, Maya. Buddha is some type of form of the beautiful mother, Maya, Negro. See that? I'm gonna get into that soon too. Black Buddha. We're gonna get into that too. Circle dot on the forehead, a yin, people. Circle dot on the forehead, a yin. Now let me show y'all some of these fake Indian chiefs before I get out of here. Chickasaw Nation. This man look like he Chinese and damn Native American. This is the chief of the Chickasaw. Stop it. This is the tribal vice president. What is this going on? This man look like fucking Peter Griffin. What's going on? See, look at old Blue Eyes. Old Blue Eyes, the chief. Roll the corn. Look at old Blue Eyes. Skyhorse. Who the fuck is these people, bro? This man got a fucking Roman shield on his fuck. What is this? The Skyhorse Hymns of Santa Rosa Creek Muskogee tribe. We will always believe these people the one built the mounds. Stop, bro. Look at this guy here. What the hell is going? This man is a straight European. Now, Native Americans, let me ask y'all a question. That nigga said Jake Paul. Native Americans, let me ask y'all a question. Why y'all don't question these people, Native Americans? Why y'all don't be on these people page calling them pretendians? I don't get y'all, bro. Why y'all don't go after these people? Y'all will break y'all neck to come on our live, but y'all won't say nothing to these people. These people stole everybody's identity. And then, y'all don't say nothing to them. They come live on a reservation with you and become Indians. They marry y'all mama, move on the reservation, now they an Indian 5 years later. This man from goddamn Scotland. Nigga straight from European blood. African blood. These folk marry y'all mama and come to the reservation, now he a whole Indian out here. Check that he got a Native American pregnant. Bro, this shit is sad, bro. This is sad, bro. Y'all in cahoots with these people, you got to be. Because ain't no way y'all don't be pointing at these people like these fake Indians, these pretendians.
You write real quick with AI in Acrobat Studio. Select any text from your PDF, keep it short and snappy, or make it more thorough. Edit it right in your PDF. Adobe Acrobat Studio.
Some of my future goals is to basically figure out what I want to do longevity as far as a career. And with that being said, coming to Atlanta is one of the biggest decisions I've made because I've never lived away from home, but I think it was the best thing for me to do because there's so many opportunities out here to figure out what I'm going to do next in life, what I'm going to do next as far as a career, what I'm going to do next as far as family, what I'm going to do next as far as building financial stability for myself.
Y'all point at us though. He ain't copper colored. He wouldn't be copper colored if I bought some pennies and dipped his ass in it. He'll never be copper colored. That was funny. Listen, why don't y'all natives say nothing to these people, bro? This man look like fucking... Come on, y'all. This is not no Indian, bro. And y'all just let these people just take over the tribe. Even the assimilated tribes get took over by these people. Y'all so fucking slow. Y'all let a culturally assimilated tribe from us get took from y'all by some old damn people. That's double stupid. And you gonna tell us who we are and these people run y'all cultural assimilated tribes? You need to be trying to check on them folks before you look at me. They the one taking y'all shit. Y'all took our shit, then they took y'all's. But y'all still coming back looking down at us. I don't get it. At least if you go after these people, it makes sense, a little common sense to me. Why you so worried about us? See, you worried about us because we can take it from both of y'all. See, that's why y'all worried about us. We can take it from both of y'all ass. We'll kill two birds with one stone. Natives and you hunt together was out the way. That's why y'all keep looking at us. You down with him. But he the one really getting out on y'all ass. Instead of telling y'all the truth. Cause see, automatically, y'all gonna stay number 2 in the way it go. See on the depth chart, yeah. You got Michael, Scotty, and motherfucker who else? Dennis Rodman. We down here at Dennis Rodman right now. But when we jump up to Mike status, they drop down to Dennis Rodman status. Y'all still stay in the middle. And I guarantee we're going to treat y'all way better than they treat you. Because we don't roll like that. See what y'all don't understand. We're going to treat y'all way better than they treat you. When we jump to the top, we might get somebody to come clean up the reservation. Put some apartments out there or something. Put y'all a pool out there or something. Roll the coin. They not going to give your ass nothing. Enough to pay your light bill and to eat and that's it. Give your ass some food stamps. So who you want over this shit? Cause y'all still number 2. Y'all were here before them. Some of y'all was, some of y'all wasn't, but some of y'all was. But we were here first. So I guarantee you we would treat y'all way better than they gonna treat you. They don't give a damn about you. See, I know a couple of Native Americans from some real natives that come from that broke out and tell you that my great grandmama people taught them how to work the land. They tell the truth down here in Mississippi. See, all that faking and shaking, these fake ass Indians out there in Montana and shit, they on some bullshit. The one in Mississippi know who taught them the land. And they'll straight tell you who it was. And then the government stepped in and swisherooed it. They'll tell you the truth. It's still oral history of this in Mississippi before it's gone. But these people not gonna treat you nowhere near better than the original people. Facts. Love y'all, and I'm in love with you, man. Hope y'all learned something today. Hit the like button. Hit the share button. Y'all go subscribe to my YouTube, bro. If y'all miss any of these lives. I got the Big Homie show coming on YouTube with the cooking. Y'all gonna love that. Y'all gonna love that. Appreciate the cash out. Tomorrow, I'm gonna get into this right here. I'm gonna do some more research on it. Now, these are court cases, right? Indian slavery, right? Now, a lot of those people were taken from Indian areas to other states to be slaves. They were snatching people from like the South, taking them around to Virginia and stuff like that. So in these courts, these people were saying, I'm not an African slave. I'm an Indian. But it's melanated people, right? And then they end up letting these people go over time. But I want y'all to understand, this was really what was going on, people. A lot of this was going on. There was already Indians. They try to make them out to be some type of slaves and sell them into a slave trade, right? And then the people come back and go against the system, right? Free person of color descended from an Indian. A free person of color is an Indian. These are not no African Americans. They were Indians sold into slavery, snatched from another side of the country, and sold on another side of the country. That's how some of y'all people end up from the South, then you end up in Virginia and South Carolina. Some of you Virginia, South Carolina folks ended up in the islands. Some of y'all ended back up in Mississippi and Louisiana. See, it's just a continuous trade of people. They don't care who you are, African or melanated at that point, or American. They just trying to sell people, bro. They are making money. They don't care. So now, the people of Indian background were telling these people, I'm not no African slave. I was pulled from this area of the country, bought to this area of the country, and sold right here on the water. And then they started getting some of this stuff straight. But some of our people didn't have the chance to fight this in court or try to get out of it. Some of them just stayed on these places and they ended up freedmen. But they was originally Indians. You get it? And I'm going to go a little deeper into this court case tomorrow, man. I love y'all. I'm in love with you. Hope y'all have a great day, man. Hope y'all learn something. If y'all missed it, check it out on YouTube. The link is in my bio, man. Khalil at the gun roll the corn. Love y'all. I'm in love with you. Y'all be safe out there. We know the truth now.
Own a vacation rental? If it's not listed on Booking.com, it's invisible to millions of travelers on our platform. Don't let your vacation rental be invisible. Get seen, get booked. On Booking.com, Booking.yeah.
Welcome to the credit score game, where the rules are hidden. Want one of me? Build credit first, my man. Get ready for denials and sky-high interest rates. Your credit can impact many opportunities, but no one teaches you how to start building it. Take one step at a time and build from there. To build credit, start here. Set up autopay. Have a mix of credit. Keep your utilization low. Let accounts age. And always track your score. For more tips about how to build your credit, check out Self.
Ugh.